Hey everybody, welcome back, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a theme team known as the Triple Ultra Beast theme team. The Triple Ultra Beast theme team contains a Pheromosa, a bug and fighting type, Boswell, another bug and fighting type, and Guzzlord, which is a dark dragon type. I was able to get these through a time racers during the Ultra Beast raid day, and I pretty much got all of them. You can basically rate them 7 times and get all the level 15 legendaries. So without further ado, let's hop into matches and let's take a look at the Triple Ultra Beast theme team in action. Alright, hopping into the first match, we have Boswell versus Alolan Sandslash. Really good lead, but they're staying in right here, and they're a Shadow Claw variant, so my guess is that they're pretty weak to Boswell in the back. We can easily take that Ice Punch, no problem, and we're able to farm down the Alolan Sandslash. In comes Pelipper, and we can just easily throw a lunge to debuff him, and we can easily go down. And we just easily can bring in Buzzwole because Pheromosa gets absolutely clapped by Wing Attack, and Pheromosa has basically no defense. We're going to shield a potential Blizzard because I've been seeing a lot of Blizzard Pelipper in the Catch Cup, and it's not been fun. So we do manage to shield that up, and they swap in their third and final Monon, which is Greedent. Greedent with the Bullet Seed has a very good matchup. Has a horrible matchup against Guzzlord, and Guzzlord is able to win this. We're able to tank that Body Slam, no problem, and we're able to get to the Crunch. Crunch may get the final shoot or do a lot of damage. Which one will do? It actually does a lot of damage, and another defense drop. This is perfect. This is easily in Dragon Tower downrange, and that's perfectly fine. And can we farm down in time? We're able to farm down in time, and can we good to crunch? But we actually swap in the Pheromosa, and we are able to bug bite down. So GG's to my opponent right there. Alright, hopping into the next match, we have Buzzwole versus Trevenant. A pretty decent lead as long as we can land a lunge or do a lot of damage with the lunges, since Trevenant is basically a core breaker to my whole team except for Guzzlord. Both Buzzwole and Pheromosa don't like seeing it because Shadow Claw does a lot. Even a Pheromosa, it does actually a lot of damage. It's basically like charm level of damage basically. Alright, back in the commentary. Buzzwole and Trevenant, we're able to take the C-Problem one more time, and we're easily able to get a counter in. And they swap into a Lickitung. That's perfectly fine. It is a Lick user, so that tells me that they're extremely weak to Guzzlord. Guzzlord able to get a shield, and we're able to sneak a Dragon Tail in because they throw on awkward timing. Lickitung threw a Body Slam. I usually shield it up because I kind of want to preserve a little bit of health. That's perfectly fine, and we're able to sneak in that Dragon Tail in, so they threw out of bad timing also. Lickitung goes for another Body Slam. We're able to tank that no problem, and we're able to get to another crunch. This crunch will easily put it into the red, and I'm hoping for Bug Bite downrange. And can we Bug Bite down in time? But we actually stay in, and Guzzlord is able to tank this one more Body Slam, which is perfect. And they bring in the Trevenant here. I don't even have to move, so they're just probably stacking it, or they're probably just gonna let us dump all their energy in it. And it's a Lantern in back. This is perfectly fine. The battery notification comes out, which I actually got scared that might actually throw the game or affect my gameplay. We're able to reach the lunge in time, throwing on good timing. As you can see, Sparks are doing basically counter levels of damage because Pheromosa has basically no defense. We're able to lunge and Bug Bite down a Lantern. Pheromosa closing out strong, and that is basically a good game. Alright, Buzzwole into another Sandslash. Brilliant, very nice lead right here, and we're able to do a lot of damage with the counters. We basically put it into near red range, which is insane. Alolan Sandslash does not like counter users, and we're able to farm down after taking that Ice Punch. They bring in a Dragonite, and I can just easily go for a lunge to easily debuff their fast move, which is Dragon Breath. That's perfectly fine. Pheromosa does not like seeing this, because Pheromosa gets absolutely wrecked by Flyers, and especially Dragonite. Because they were able to shield it with Dragon Claw, even though it was debuffed, we can just shield it because Dragon Claw would have done a lot still. Because they were able to farm down, and there's a G-Fist skin back, that's perfectly fine. Crunch will do a lot of damage. Good thing we're running a single move Crunch, and we're able to get to another crunch, and I'm hoping for a potential debuff or do lots of damage, or I hope they don't shield. We do get the final shield, and we're able to take the final shield, and we're able to let go the Guzzler, and basically Pheromosa is my win con. I'm hoping I get to a lunge in time, and I have to basically throw on good timing and put them in the lunge range. We're gonna easily shield this because Run Rocks will be easily enough to kill. But for some reason the EQ, I guess that was your win con because they probably died sorry on Rock side, but I guess they were just unfamiliar with Pheromosa's bulk. And yeah, we're able to lunge, and that's a good game. So GG's to my opponent. Alright, Buzzwole into the Dene, a horrible lead. This basically core breaks my entire team. Any Charmer, anything, core breaks this team. And when it's basically a good lead, then this team can basically go out of town. And we're able to keep lunge. We can just easily lunge the Dene. It does quite a bit of chip damage. That's perfectly fine. The Dene not known for its tankiness, but that's perfectly fine. We just easily shield this and get to another lunge. Can we get to another lunge in time? But we actually swap out, and we probably just caught a discharge or a player off. Let's see. It is a discharge. That is basically nothing to the Dene. That's perfectly fine, and we're able to get the crunch off. Crunch will do a lot of damage, or get a defense debuff, or get a shield. We're able to do massive damage with it. That's perfectly fine, and can we get to another crunch? This Guzzler is going on an absolute rampage right now. We can just easily survive this Earthquake, no problem. And can we get to another crunch? We're not able to get the crunch in time. That's perfectly fine, and we go for our lunge. They might have to shield a potential superpower here, which they do, and can we basically counter down in time. We're able to survive this one rock slide because they are debuffed on their attack stat. Stunfisk goes for a rock slide, and can we farm down in time? But Stunfisk actually lives on 1 HP, and they're able to get to another rock slide. And this is basically a good game, as Pheromosa is able to bug bite down, and there's a Pelipper in back. There is something we cannot do, as Pheromosa gets completely destroyed by those wing attacks because it is super effective and has no defense either. Alright, hopping into the next match, we have Buzzwole vs Toxicroak. This is where we like to see it, as Buzzwole, as Guzzlord and Pheromosa. I don't like seeing this. We're able to get to a lunge in time. Even though lunge is resisted, it still does quite a bit of damage. So with the counters adding up, and they say swap into their Shadow Swampert, we're easily able to get to another lunge. This will basically get a shield or take it out. We do get a shield, and we're able to sneak in a counter, and that's perfectly fine. We can just easily let this go and bring in our Guzzlord. Guzzlord sets up for easy success in the back, depending on what's in the back, because in Catch Cup it's really hard to tell what teams are being formed because of everything caught throughout the season, so it's really hard. And Guzzlord were able to farm down, and we're able to sneak a Dragon Tail on the Toxicroak because it came back in. Toxicroak goes for a Mud Bomb. Good thing I called the Mud Bomb, because I guess you can just go for a back-to-back Mud Bombs because counters is still doing a lot of damage. Guzzlord going for a crunch. It does get the shield and a defense debuff, and that's perfectly fine. We can just basically easily let this go. Toxic goes for a Mud Bomb. That's perfectly fine. And my win con is Pheromosa, but they have a Toxicroak in the Toxapex in the back, sorry. And there is nothing Pheromosa can do. We can just basically launch this, whatever, but they can just easily poison Jabbers down, and that's basically a good game. So either way, Pheromosa and the Triple Ultra Beast Steam team, would I recommend it? No, I would not recommend this team. This team has a lot of weaknesses, as you saw in the video. You saw a lot of Toxapex, and in fact, there is a lot of Toxapex in the Catch Cup meta because Marini was probably spawning and I was not paying attention of it. But either way, this team has a lot of weaknesses like Charm, Toxapex, Poison types, which are able to resist the fighting and the bug typing. The lunges too, because I am running double lunges on a team. But Guzzlord is a pretty good option, but Pheromosa, I would say it's definitely a spice pick, but use it at your own risk. It's definitely fun glass cannon, and Buzzwole is top meta, and Guzzlord is decent in Great League level. It doesn't have the greatest bulk, but it's manageable for sure. But overall, will I recommend this team? Once again, absolutely not. There are way more better teams out there which you can run for a theme team, And honestly, I only did it for the chicks and giggles. But yeah, you should not run this team. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you guys so much for the support lately. It's been wonderful, and I hope to create more content for you guys in the future. And yeah, I hope you guys are all excited for the new season. And until next time, I will see you guys all in the next one.